Recording in progress.
Coach, such a close one all game there until the very end. Was it the zone they were playing that did something to you, or something else that gave them an edge at the end?
Yeah, definitely the zone. It stagnated our offense a bit, and we just got to continue to move, player movement, ball movement, and then attack the paint with driving kicks. And it stopped us a bit, and then we started to get our rhythm a little bit later in the fourth quarter.
Jose had a fantastic night. Missed that clutch three there at the end. Were you comfortable with him taking that, or would you have rather the ball go back to CJ?
I thought it was a good look. They blitzed CJ, but we got a good look at it. We just didn't knock it down. And then in hindsight, that's a situation where I probably need to take a timeout and get us organized, and I didn't do it. So that's what the game comes down to, minimizing your mistakes at the end of the game, and that's an area where I probably have to get a little better and call that timeout and get us organized, get the ball in CJ's hands, let him make a play. We may still get the same shot, but just in a different environment.
Came out of the gates pretty strong. The second quarter, I thought, really was the difference maker. What was the difference defensively for you guys? Why were San Antonio able to kind of pile up the points in that quarter?
Number one, they're a good team, and they remembered what happened last time we played them, and you can see they came out with a different force. And in the second quarter, they just drove the ball. And then the biggest factor, in our opinions, is the offensive rebounds. Normally teams don't rebound the ball like that against us and get second chance points. So it sort of negates what we do well.
You had three rookies, closing the game for you. What does that just say about, them and kind of the way the season has gone for you? That, in a really important one, they're the ones out there.
They've earned it, and they go out and they play hard every game, every practice, and they can play. And we got a number of guys that can come in and contribute to our group, which they do. And towards the end of the game, we just felt like we were better with that group, especially Reading 1 through 5, and trying to keep them from getting in our paints and having us rotate.
Yeah, before the game, you just said these are really good tests for us. Just what do you think about the way your team, met the moment in an important game?
We got to go through it. That's the key for us. Doesn't feel good losing, but we got to continue to go through these type of games so we can continue to build our program, and we'll win our fair share. But I like our hard work and our effort and our competitiveness. Now we just have to clean it up and execute a bit better down the stretch.
Yeah, CJ had 30-plus. Jose obviously had his career night, but outside of those guys, it was kind of tough just to find offense elsewhere. What did they kind of do to make it difficult, for everybody else?
They threw a number of looks at us. They blitzed CJ. They white Jonas in the post, so it's hard to throw it down there. And then they threw zone at us in that third quarter. So they did a really good job of mixing up their defense. I thought it was just a hard-fought game on both ends. It was a playoff atmosphere type of game, and our guys need to feel that. It was a fun to be a part of, not fun losing it, but definitely fun to be a part of a game like that.
Yeah, I apologize because I know you hate talking about the refs, but what was your reaction to just seeing that delay of game call, at the game in that situation?
No reaction at all. It is what it is. We got to win the game. Can't use that as an excuse.
Recording stop. Recording in progress.
Well, congrats on a career night. I know not getting the win kind of sours it a bit for you. What did that zone do to you guys at the end, and how could you adjust for tomorrow? Because you'll likely see it again from the Lakers.
Just watch film and see how we could attack it. But I think it was more on us. Spurs came out, did a good job, and played hard. They just play hard on us with the rebounds, and we just needed to adjust. Us guards got to help our big men do a lot on the rebounds. But the zone, it stopped us a little bit. But I feel like we made a good adjustment. It was just the shots we took didn't fall down today.
In that last three at the end, what did you see when you took it, and what would you change if you could?
I'll take the shot again. It's just I'll make it next time. I'm thankful for my team that believed in me for giving me the ball at that time. But I need to watch it again. I could probably drove. I probably could have created two on me and then pass it out. But I'm not mad that I took it, and I'll take it again if I have to. But I wish I made it. I wish I really did make that one. But we got to learn from it, and we can't let this one take the Lakers out for us.
Yeah, Willie just talked a little bit about them just throwing a lot of different looks at you guys defensively. You know, blitz and CJ, double and JV in the post, the zone. Did that? I mean, not for you personally, but the team. Like, did that disrupt the offense in any way? Just the different stuff they did.
I mean, a little. You know, those are two best players out there right now, and you know they know CJ and JV is gonna get the ball, so they did their job on that. But CJ and JV trusted their teammates, and we went down to the wire, and that's all we could ask for. A chance to win the game, and that's what we had, and it didn't fall our way.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to get you in trouble, but on the delay of game, it didn't look like you're trying to delay the game to me.
I mean, I guess it's a rookie mistake. They told me don't touch the ball. After the game, it's more. I thought me just handing the ball will help it, but they said nah, just leave it alone. So if it bounces off my body, it won't be a delay game. So that's something I learned, and I wish I never did it, but I guess I learned from it.
Yeah, and I mean, for Willie in the game with this type of magnitude to close the game with 3 rookies out there on the court, what does that kind of say about what you guys have accomplished this year as a trio, gaining that type of trust from your coach?
I mean, he just trusts us. Like you said, that's the big thing, trusting us. And like I said, we're going to learn from these games. And, you know, even those guys that our teammates, though, having us back on those timeouts, you know, Devontae talking to me the whole time. You know, there's a lot of things that go along with it. And then Coach just gave us that earning trust, and we got to have his back on it. You know, I don't know. I got to watch the film and see what the mistakes was on us, on me. But, you know, that's one thing. He trusts me, and I trust Coach, and I'm going to make sure I go out there and give it all I can for him.
Yeah, and second straight game, I should say, you were able to make a big impact offensively. You know, what were you able to do just to get yourself going, get your shots going?
I mean, the shots is falling for me. That's a good thing. But I ain't worried about the points. I want to worry about how I could my energy affect, like, defensively, getting steals, getting everybody involved. I think I should have done a better job of helping my guys out rebounding. But the points I ain't really worried about. That's going to come, I feel like. It's not a shock to me because I work on my game so hard that the shots that I take is gonna fall. But I just need to do other things that I need to do better. Get better steals, get on a fast break, make sure I get JV, Jackson, everybody else involved, and then I'll be okay.
Yeah, I know you guys are hoping to get B.I. back tomorrow. It sounds simple, but you know how much is that going to change things once he's back on the floor?
It's going to change a lot. That's B.I. You know, we miss him. I miss him. I think everybody miss him, and Pelicans miss him. So if he comes back or not, it'd be a big energy for us.
It was a great game, first of all. How your teammate, where do you feel your confidence level is right now, and how your teammates help you bring your best basketball night in and night out?
I mean, my confidence is always high. That's one thing I pride myself on, always being high on my confidence. You know, some days it's not going to be a good day, but like I said, you know, it looks good because I'm scoring, but I want to worry about what can I do on defense, if I'm in help, if I'm a low man, stuff like that. And, you know, just be the best version I could be. You know, I want to get a lot of stops. I think I had 1 steal. I don't think that's good for me. You know, I think I need to at least get 2 or 3 for me, and you know, get on a fast break and get somebody else involved. But we gonna learn from it, and like I said, you know, we got a tough one tomorrow, and we got to keep our heads on our shoulders and look forward and try to get a win tomorrow. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'll take it.
CJ, you guys traded shots pretty much all game long. What changed there in the fourth that allowed them to end up with the W?
Well, I thought they executed well. I think they went to that zone down the stretch. They got a lot of stops. They got some offensive rebounds and some extra possessions, and I think that changed the game.
You'll probably see that zone again tomorrow from the Lakers. How can you better address it as a team?
More player movement, more ball movement, try to get the ball in the middle. And also helps when you get stops, right? You can get out and run. You don't have to wait for the defense to get set. So I think that'll be helpful for us.
Willie talked about just the different looks that they threw at you guys, you know, the zone, they blitzed you a little bit, the double JV. Just how disruptive was that for you guys?
I thought they did a good job of changing up their defensive coverages, but I think the difference in the game was the offensive rebounds. We gave up way too many second chance, third chance opportunities for them, and I think that was the difference in the game.
CJ, you've been in the playoffs quite a bit. What do you think about the play-in format and the idea now that you guys just play San Antonio, tomorrow you get the Lakers, all you guys are jockeying for that 9th and 11th spot?
I mean, I've had to play in the play-in a couple times. I mean, it's better when you just make the playoffs, right? You know, you don't have to play as many games and kind of go through what we have to go through right now, but it's all a part of the process. I think the fans enjoy it. I think it's competitive. It makes some of these games matter in general, and whereas in past years they probably didn't matter as much. So from a competitive standpoint, I think it increases the level of play and the meaning of some of these games down the stretch.
You guys closed the game there at the end with 3 different rookies on the court. What does it kind of say about the maturity those guys bring to the team at such a young age?
I hope they all did a good job making plays, being aggressive. Obviously, Jose played extremely well. Was aggressive. He showed energy. He got steals. He got assists. Made some big shots. Trey hit a huge 3. He wasn't getting a lot of touches throughout the night. He still stepped up and was ready. Made a good pass for the assist. Got a couple rebounds and stops and rotations. I thought that everybody, played well and contributed and tried to make a difference, and I think that's what it takes to win these types of games.
And speaking of everybody, you were obviously able to get 30. Jose had his big night, but it seemed like everybody else kind of had trouble getting themselves going offensively. What do you think they kind of did to take away the others, to make it difficult on offense?
I think we got some good looks. We just got to convert, especially in transition. Got to do a better job of taking care of the ball and doing those little things. But I thought JV gave them lots of problems. That's why they were double teaming them. There's a lot of traps and doubles my way, and I thought a lot of different guys stepped up. But it's the little stuff that's going to make the difference in a lot of these games. Comes down to one possession down the stretch. But there's a lot of play throughout the game that we could have tightened up. Transition defense, executing better out of timeouts, executing some of our half-court sets with more crisp, more pop, especially in the first half, kind of walking it up, and that's on me to pick up the pace a little bit and then get us in a better position from a spacing standpoint down the stretch.
What did you kind of see on that last possession where they kind of threw a hard double at you again?
Yeah, I got off the ball, gave them enough time to make a play. I would like to have a little bit more space. I got to do a better job of orchestrating more space down the stretch. I think, in those situations when the ball's in, a player's hands you trust, you don't call the timeout. So I got to make a better play for us and get us a good shot. And I thought Jose, he got a 3, got to look down the stretch, but, we got to kind of tighten that up, and that's on me to kind of tighten that up, especially if we're not going to call a timeout. And I had the ball, so I better play for us.
Appreciate it.